And there we go. And we're done. Screw you guys. I hate you. I'm done with fantasy football.
Same. Let's go.
That's
off
how we're
into the
starting
sunset.
off this week. Yeah, salty. Oh man, it was a rough week. It was a rough goddamn week.
Yep. No, it got the best of both of us.
Yeah.
Just got to rebound.
And that's all you really can do at this point. But yeah, we'll get to all that here in just a moment. Let's get to introductions first. My name is Garrett M. La Laguna. The M stood for Megatron because I needed my guys to go Megatron this week, and that did not. Okay, let's just go on. And my co-host with the most is Mr. Tony M.S. Burgess. M Burgess, yeah. Tony S. Burgess.
The S stands for sucks to be me, Burgess.
Indeed. It sucks to be both of us this week, man. I'm just really sad and bitter at the fact that I went from 1st to 10th in 2 goddamn weeks. Like, oh my God, what the ever loving hell. I scored the least points out of everybody this week. I didn't even break triple digits. What the ever loving hell?
Yep. No, it was a really strange week, to say the least. Really strange with COVID and everything going on.
Yeah, this was the first week that was really impacted by COVID. And, we're all pushing through it as best we can. We're all pushing through with our injuries as best we can. But we're here to give you all of the salt and let you know what happened last week, because I don't know, you're probably aware of what happened, but we might as well sit here and talk shit about what happened while we can. So the first game that we're going to talk about is Mr. Doug and Leroy Jenkins against Bad Things Happening. Laura changed up her name to Bad Things Happening. Bad things are happening. She had the win this week, and Doug squeaked it out at the very end, beat her by less than 7 points.
Can't catch a break. I mean,
no, she cannot. I mean, it's not like she had a terrible week, but I mean, Kenyon Drake, the Arizona running back, he is just lackluster this year, man. He is not living up to expectations of a first-round draft pick.
No. It's, again, just, I feel for her. Although she was supposed to have a close matchup with Doug. And
it was
and
kind of close.
And
I mean, Melvin Gordon definitely helped her, putting up 30 points himself.
Yeah.
I mean, you're starting Ryan Fitzpatrick. I'm sorry, man. Anytime you have to start the Miami Dolphins quarterback, you might as well, start the quarterback of the name redacteds. Sorry, the Washington football teams.
The Washington football team.
I'm just going to start calling them the name redacted.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. Yeah, she didn't have a great week, but I mean, it was an average week. Jacobs put up 13 points. Allen put up 14 points. Crowder put up 17. Who would have thought a Jets wide receiver would be her highest scoring wide receiver this week? But yeah, definitely did not help when you have, Mike Evans putting up 25 points on the other side, Terry McLaurin putting up 21 points, Ezekiel Elliott putting up 22. Matt Ryan almost did not win Doug the game.
Yeah, he didn't do that much at all against the Packers.
No, he did not. Not nearly as much as he should have or as expected. Because Matt Ryan should have, thrown for a ton of yards against them. But lo and behold, he only put up 285 pass yards and no touchdowns. So, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Again, that's Doug has a team that they can be really, really high scoring, or they can be a total bust. And this week, actually, he was kind of in the middle, but just enough to win.
Average. He busted at an average score, I feel. But it was just enough to put him over what Laura was doing. So, good on him. Sorry, Laura, you're 0-4. You're still in 12th place. But hey, you play me soon enough, so that should get you a win. But yeah, end of the day, as I think we said, it was 136 for Doug to 129 for bad things happening in Laura. Rough week. In our second game that we're going to talk about, another game that was essentially won in the second half of Monday night, up to Noah Good and Jen took on CD's TDs, and CD's TDs actually pulled it out. He pulled out the win there in the end, 117 to 110. So ultimately, it was like a 10.8 difference in score, 10.8 point difference in score. So yeah, an average week for both of these two as well. It wasn't anything too spectacular. I felt definitely beatable by other people.
Yeah, I mean, he has Josh Allen, and that dude has just been on fire.
I want to say number one quarterback right now, fantasy points
he's right
wise.
around there.
They're saying he's number 3 right now. I don't know how much I believe that necessarily, but yeah, no, number 3 ranked quarterback right now. Great pickup. I mean, Josh Allen was definitely one of those guys I was looking at come the draft time, but
and he had a couple players on the bench that you could have even started that did pretty damn good. Devontae Parker and Gibson. I don't even know who that is on the Redskins, but
Antonio Gibson. They're not that name. They are the name redacteds.
The redacted. Yes.
The Washington redacteds. I mean, really, when you think of what comes out of Washington, it's just a bunch of redacted documents and stuff. So they might as well embrace it. The Washington redacteds.
Then maybe that's the name they should use instead next year. Who knows? We'll see.
Yep. Better than the football teams. But yeah, no, Antonio Gibson put up a hell of a week for him. And yeah, Devontae Parker put up a good week at 21 points and 25 points for Gibson. 33 points for Amari Cooper. That was a hell of a...
That's pretty darn good.
Yeah, I mean, if Amari Cooper would have put up his average, then up to Noah Good probably would have won.
Yep.
Jen probably would have won that, but no. Cooper just blew everyone up, 134 receiving yards, a touchdown, and a 2-point conversion. So plus whatever receptions he got. So 33 points for him. That was a really good day. Kyler Murray had a 24-point day for Jen. Kamara had a 24-point day.
Yeah,
Robinson had 23 points.
Kamara is still, he's a top 2 running back this year, I think. He's really freaking good.
Until he breaks his leg. Right now, he's technically the number 1 ranked quarterback or running back as far as points go.
So, yeah, she has the best running back, and he had the best quarterback, pretty much. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, it was definitely a good week. Jen probably needed a little bit of extra help. Brandon Cooks got her no points. Noah Fant got her very little. Randall Cobb got her only 5.6. How do you have 2 of like 3 or 4 wide receivers on the Houston Texans team, and you only get 5.6 points? 2 catches between 2 players for 36 yards. That sucks.
And that's why they fired the head coach.
Yep, indeed they did. If she would have played Mark Andrews, she would have won. He got 20 points on her bench.
The Texans are going to be bad for a long time now. I mean, they don't have any draft picks. They lost all of their star talent except for Deshaun Watson, obviously. That coach definitely.
Yeah, I thought Bill O'Brien wasn't just the coach, but like the GM as well.
Which is why I was actually listening to a podcast today, and that's what they were saying is he knew that his time was coming to an end, So he did everything he could to win now, and it ended up being a total bust. And now he sacrificed the future for now, and now they're 0-4, and there is no future.
I mean, let's be honest. He'll be the Giants general manager next year after we fire Gettleman for incompetence. Giants will just bring him in and say, "Hey, he should work, right?" Yeah, because they're a bunch of dumbasses. Stupid ass Giants making terrible draft picks.
New York
Gettleman,
Football
fire
Giants.
Gettleman. Hashtag fire Gettleman.
Hashtag.
Hashtag your hashtag with a hashtag. And throw another hashtag on the end there. Also do the thing, like, share, subscribe, that thing.
Jeez. Yeah. So that's about that matchup. I don't know what else to say.
Yeah, there's nothing really else to say about that one. Jen, stop sucking. You're still in 9th place, though, so still technically ahead of me.
Yep. They're both ranked better than us. We're at the bottom of the barrel.
How are we the hosts of this thing? Are we just giving too many people such good information? I don't think we're giving anybody good information.
Gosh.
I will say, though, Jamie totally didn't take me up on my offer and try and go like running back list last week. So pansy. Okay, in our third matchup that we're going to talk about Aaron and the Dayman versus Josh and Kittles and Bits. And in this one, Josh finally got his first win of the year over Aaron at 123 to 108.8. So
he had the one receiver on the Texans that did something, Will Fuller.
Yeah, apparently so. 108 yards and a touchdown for Will Fuller. It's probably close to like 5 or 6 receptions, something like that. Yeah, no, he did really good. Cooper Kupp also got 22.9 points. Fuller got 22.8. So, no, great wide receiver combo this week there. Deshaun Watson put up 23 points. So, he still did decent. And then, Montgomery had 12.7, a good day. Carlson, his kicker, got him 13 points. It was a good all-around day, an average day where people should be scoring points at, not 215 points.
Let's not get to that yet.
But yeah, Aaron definitely with the last second change of Devontae Freeman not being able to go, with them pulling him like the day of the game.
Yeah,
that didn't help him at all. But yeah, Aaron had great play from his running backs. 21 points from Hunt, 22 points from Ronald Jones, 23 points from Russell Wilson. He just had no points from his wide receivers, tight end, kicker. Really?
Yeah, he took a last ditch effort, looks like, with getting Darius Shepard on the Packers, because Devontae was not playing, and nor was not MVS was playing, but not Adam Lazard.
Does he really play?
No, and this guy has not really done anything this year yet either. So the Packers ended up throwing it to the running backs. We didn't use receivers. So unfortunately, that kind of hurt Aaron with that.
Yeah, definitely. But I mean, 15 more points, and he definitely could have had the win. And you can easily spread that up amongst his team. And by all accounts, he should have been able to score 15 more points.
Right.
Considering he's got
Justin
the
Jefferson
Dallas kicker who got.
Why do you have him on the bench?
Who?
Justin Jefferson, the guy you picked up, the rookie on his bench. He could have put him in instead of Darius Shepard.
Because he had Devontae Adams in there until after Jefferson had played, and he could not.
He was holding out for Devontae. I did that in my other
Monday night games, especially with those questionable ones, man. Because you got all those juicy matchups. Yeah, DeAndre Swift, Justin Jefferson. If you would have put Swift in there instead of Shepard, or I guess Boyd was a better call. Really, Swift would not have helped at all. But yeah, no, Justin Jefferson would have given him like 10 more points if he went over Shepard.
Right.
And then at that point, how does the Dallas kicker, when Dallas gets 38 points, only have 2 PATs? You got 2 field goals. That was it. Dallas got 38 points. Your kicker got 2.
That's actually, I'm not sure how that's mathematically. Don't you get extra points?
If they went for extra points, but if they went for 2-point conversions and desperate attempts to try and catch up after getting down early, I don't know.
Checking. I bet you
I didn't watch that game.
You must have missed something. I'm checking the stats because I am curious. That doesn't make any sense to me. But I'll look it up here in a second. My phone doesn't go that fast. Cowboys. There we go. All right.
He didn't attempt a field goal. He connected with both of his extra points.
Both of his extra.
So yeah,
here it is. Yeah, you're right. Just 2 extra points.
It was a 41-14 deficit, and they just went for 2-point conversions for the rest of the game. That sucks. That doesn't help your kicker at all.
If they would have just kicked extra points, he probably, after each touchdown, he might have won. I don't know. That would have been a lot of points, though. It would have been closer.
Yeah. But end of the day, Josh still pulled out the win, 123-108. And really not much more to be said about that one.
Nope, that's it. Move on.
In the next game of the week, we have number 10 in the rankings, number 1 in your heart, the Twisted Viking taking on Ossinipa Creek. And I got my ass kicked this week. Moving on to the next game.
He doubled your points.
He almost doubled my points, you schmuck.
Dude.
Nah, man. Seriously, I don't know what the hell happened. Malcolm Brown, hey, you got me 12 points. Good job. The coach of that team says that he should be the primary guy over Henderson, but who the hell freaking knows? Josh Kelly, you get 6.1 points after being the lead back for this team after Austin Eckler goes down. Really? Schmuck.
Schmuck. I like that word. Well, that's
Hopkins
that's my new middle name. Schmuck. I've been looking for an S middle name.
Oh, you don't want that word for a middle name. I'll tell you what it means afterwards.
That's nothing good.
No, it is not.
What?
Basically, when you have a child, a little boy, and you snip the tip, the schmuck is what is snipped off.
I honestly, that's news to me. The more you know.
Yes.
The more you know.
The more you know. See, this is why I need to get that Adobe thing so I can get like the little rainbow going across. Do.
Yeah. That would have been a perfect moment for that. Shoot.
Moving on from that. Yeah, Lockett got me 5.9. Still, at the end of the day, though, it's really funny because Hopkins and Lockett are still the number 2 and the number 4 wide receivers. So they had really piss poor weeks this week. Still somewhat decent wide receivers. Zach Ertz got me 6.9 points. You suck, Zach Ertz. You got 9 reception yards and a 2-point conversion. Really, dude? Like, really, against San Francisco? Brandon Ayuk got me 13 points, so hey, that's good. And the Rams defense. I finally have a defense that got me more than 4 points.
You did.
Naturally, they played my Giants, but oh yeah, but nah, man. You know what just really pisses me off about this week when you look at it? When you really look at it, we're 5 weeks into the season. I guess 4 weeks into the season now. You know how many points Joe Mixon has been averaging all year?
Not
12 points a game. 12 points a goddamn game. Tom Brady has been averaging 8 14 points a game. So what do? They have goddamn career weeks against me, and Brady gets 35 points. Mixon gets 47. I'm sure the most that I don't even know what to call him at this point. The most I'm sure that reject has ever, gotten, I'm sure, has his career week against me. What the hell is it? Who am I playing this week? I'm playing Cody this week. I don't even know what running backs you have, but I'm sure they're going to get fucking 50 points. Sorry about my language. So let's talk about the goddamn running backs real quick. No. Gurley gets 22 points, well above his average. 2 touchdowns. You piece of crap. You got 2 touchdowns. Golden Tate did what he should do because the Giants suck. And did like 14 points for his tight end, 25 points for Jerick McKinnon. Screw you, Jamie. Can't even take me on without a running back. Like, I challenged you. Gentlemanly challenge.
They're the
you
ones
couldn't
that
even do that.
Did it too. They're the ones that did it. Those running backs.
70 points between his running backs. No, really, 95 points. Yeah, between all 3 of his running backs, 95 points. The 3 of them would have been enough to beat me this week.
Yep.
So much hate and saltiness right now. Moving on from that now, we're going to go to the champ is here and Mr. Tony against AVI Fantasy and Mr. Anthony. And we had the battle of the Anthonys, the battle of the Tonys, the whatever you want to call it.
Yep, we did. And I did not come on I was not on the good side of that outcome.
Yeah, no, Anthony put up the most points ever seen for the second time this year.
That sums it up.
How the hell does George Kittle get 40 points? What the hell, Eagles? He's now the number 1 tight end. He missed half the season, I want to say. He's still the number 1 tight end right now. What the hell? Odell Beckham got 43 points. Thielen got 26. Davis got 25. Ingram, you did what you should do. 12 points. Good job. Jackson got 31 points. Like, the hell, man. Damn.
No.
215 to 140.
I would have beat anybody else in the league this week, except for Jamie. Everyone else I would have beat.
Sucks when you're in those sort of situations, man. You play like literally the only person that can beat you that week.
Yeah, but I also could have won if I actually no, I probably could not have won still. I had a couple of guys on my bench. CeeDee Lamb had 25 points and Robbie Anderson had almost 18. No, I don't think that would have mattered still. No. But
ultimately, end of the day, it would not have helped you too terribly much.
Yeah, so it is what it is. We move on. We'll come back.
Reassess. We move forward.
Yeah, it is what it is. Yep. Aaron Jones did good. Rodgers did good. Carson, thank you for Carson. He did really good. Robert Woods did not really do that good. But
better than my running backs or wide receivers.
And then Metcalf did about what he normally does. Hunter Henry was a little bit below average, and then David Johnson literally right to the money almost of what he's projected.
Yeah.
It was a very average week except for essentially Rodgers, Jones, Carson.
And you would have beaten all but 2 people this week, so you had a really good week by all accounts.
Yeah. I'm not concerned. I'm okay. Yeah. I'm okay. Things will be fine. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. Just gotta keep telling yourself that. You too.
Nothing is fine. Hit the panic button. Hit the panic button.
Cut everyone. Have
right.
a new free agent
Who wants
team.
Daniel, you want Hopkins for Bridgewater? I guess. Sure. Why not?
Sounds good to me.
Yeah. Hey, you got anybody worse on your team? I'll take them. Probably do better right now. Nah.
And then there's just one matchup left.
Yeah, final matchup of the week. We had Colorado Beer Fan versus all downhill from here. David versus Daniel, the battle of the D's, double D going on.
And they were also ranked, I think, top 1 and 2.
They were
and
ranked
they flip
1
flop
and
now.
2, and yeah, now they have flip flopped with Daniel coming out on top, 127 to 113. See, both very beatable scores. Daniel basically won it on the back of Dak Prescott, getting 500 pass yards and 4 touchdowns, 43 points for his quarterback, and then Dalvin Cook had 34 points too. So there you go, 77 points from 2 players. The rest got you 50 points.
Yeah.
And you still managed to come away with the win, man. DJ Chark got like 29 points for Dave. Dave had a good all-around week. I mean, Mahomes got 21 points. Jonathan Taylor got 12 points. CEH got 15. Galladay got 16. Chark got 29. So
yeah, that was impressive.
Yeah, it was a good all-around week. Probably could have popped in Murray and helped himself out a little bit more. Because, if he would have moved Chark up to starting as opposed to Edelman, he would have been able to make up 23 points there.
That's an interesting. It's interesting how fantasy football is turning out to be in our league this year. Right now, Dave and Daniel are the. Well, I mean, actually, there's another person, right? Who else is? Yeah, and Cody. Was it Cody? Yeah,
Cody's number 3 right now. Yeah.
So they're all tied, 3-1. But
yep,
I did not.
No more undefeateds.
I don't know.
Like there's three teams right now that are 3-1. There's I want to say 8 teams that are There's 7 teams that are 2-2.
Very competitive league.
And then 1 team at 1-3, 1 team at 0-4.
I would not make the playoffs if it ended today, though.
Nope, nor would I. So we'd have to pack up that trophy and give it to either Daniel.
That would be way too.
Two of the 4 options has us sending it out of state right now, and I don't want to send that damn trophy out of state.
Let's not do that. That's too much.
So if anything, I'll just put it on my desk as like commemoratory and just, hey, it's this person won it, but I'm not sending it to you because I don't trust you to send it back.
That's okay. I'll rebound. I'll keep it.
Yeah, it's fine. We'll all come back, hopefully, in a couple weeks here. I get Derrick Henry back this week. Naturally he plays the Bills, though, one of the hardest teams for running backs to go up against. So, yay, I get that. And then I want to say I get Christian McCaffrey back potentially next week.
Ooh.
But, I have no quarterbacks that week. Right now with Cam Newton gone for at least 3 weeks with COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing with the quarterback situation, man. There's a lot of questions up in the air for my team. I don't know what I want to do, who I want to go get. But that's all questions for another time. We're going to go ahead and wrap this thing up by letting you guys know the final positions after this week. And if you weren't following along, again, we have Laura and Bad Things Happening at 0-4 in 12th place. We got Josh and Kittles and Bits at 1-3 in 11th place. We got me, the Twisted Viking, still number 1 in your heart, but ranked number 10 at 2-2. We got Anthony at 2-2, ranked number 9. We got Doug at 2-2, ranked number 8. We got the champ is here and Tony at number 7, 2-2 again. Yep. Jamie 2-2, number 6. Jen 2-2, number 5. Aaron 2-2, number 4. Then at 3-1, we have Cody in third place, and in second place we have David, and in first place we have Daniel. I'm just happy that it's not David.
Yeah, he's number 2, but it's not number 1.
Nope. I need to win this week, man. Jamie, why didn't you let me win this week? I could have been in first place. I could have been a contender.
But instead, we're chilling at the bottom of the barrel, out of the playoffs.
Yep, for now, but there's still another 9 weeks to go until playoffs start, so plenty can happen in that time period. We'll see everything that does transpire over this time. In the meantime, though, I think we're going to wrap it here, just call it good, and be done with all your faces. So
I agree with that.
Yeah, you're off work, so get done with your day and go drink whiskey and stuff.
I wish.
Yeah.
No, I had a bye week from drinking.
And
that's you gotta give the liver a little break.
Yep, absolutely. So
sounds like an alcoholic. I'm not. I promise. I only drink once a week usually.
I drink 72 hours a day.
Okay. Well, I can't compete with that.
Yeah. I work so damn hard. Okay, let's just finish this now before we say anything else that's incriminating.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah. So for my co-host with the most, Mr. Tony S. Burgess, the S stands for?
Sucks to be me.
Sucks to be you. I am Mr. Garrett M. La Laguna. The M stands for Megatron, and there was a serious lack of Megatroning this week. So with that, we're going to leave you. We'll come back at you guys in another 2 days here with our Week 5 preview. Hopefully I actually get it out before, the weekend this time.
It's funny.
Sorry about that.
Morgan messaged me today saying, "Hey, you actually worked on Saturday and did the podcast with Garrett?" I'm like, "No, that was Thursday."
Yeah, we did it Thursday. I was busy. So I don't care. You guys work on my time. That's how I call it. So
the world revolves around you.
Yeah. So with that, you guys suck. Bye.